Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, December 1st, 2014. U.S. stock market is closed. We got eviscerated today. In fact, I think this is or comes pretty close to being the worst day we have all year long. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 51 points today, but you know, we've had a lot of days when it's been much worse than that. As far as the Dow, we didn't lose $19,000 is what we lost today. But why? And the reason being, well, I don't have all the answers, but one reason is something I just absolutely hate, and that is the short sessions that the stock market has. I think there's 3 short sessions all year long, and one of those was on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. The trading day only goes for 3.5 hours, and the problem that we have is that we have time stops set at 3 3/4 hours, and then I think 4 3/4 hours. So when they have these abbreviated days, we don't get out of trades, and so we end up carrying trades an extra day. And I've thought of many ways of trying to do this, and there's really no satisfactory answer for it. But the fact is, even though the market did sell off the last couple hours on Friday, we still would have been much better off getting out on Friday as opposed to getting out today. It was just terrible, and it's hard for me to explain, but just one stock after another did the same thing. They just tanked. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, there was some selling going on. These stocks just, you know, they just hit the floor, and so we had, you know, several $3,000 and $4,000 losses in individual stocks, and these stocks had all been profitable early Friday. And just to tell you how bad it was, I took a screenshot. You can see the screenshot on our website. 60 to 90 minutes into the day on Friday, our open trade equity on these same stocks that we closed out today was positive $22,000. So we went from positive $22,000 to negative $19,000, $40,000 swing. I mean, that is just intolerable. You know, you just can't trade with that. And anyway, it happened. It happened to us once before, something similar to that back in March, which was our worst month, and I think we had a swing of about 60,000. But you know, I can't take this. I tell you, I can't take it. It is rough. Anyway, enough of my complaining. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, this is the Dow, and you know what happened on Friday is this. The Dow went up and it tested the highs from the previous Friday, which of course was an all-time record high. It tested those, and then it just turned around and really headed south. And we saw, you know, a huge loss in our open trade equity there, but still we went from positive $22,000 to we still had positive $3,000 on this early close, but we didn't get out of those positions. We're hanging on to those positions into today, and of course today there was just a continuance of this sell-off that started in the last couple hours on Friday, and it went down really, really hard. Dow was down well over 100 points down here, and then it, the buying did come in and they bid it up, but it still was down 51 points on the close. So exactly what's going to happen, I don't know. I still think that the Dow is going up, but it was just horrible because we are, a lot of times our positions aren't that correlated with the Dow, but ours were today. All our stocks did exactly what you see the Dow doing here. They sold off horribly the first hour and stopped us out. I mean, we're stopped out of virtually everything. I'll just show you a couple examples here. This is Ambarella, and this was, we bought this over here, and then on Friday it really took off very nicely, and we were up close to $4,000 here in Ambarella, and then it closed. It was still quite profitable on the close. We were up like $2,600, I think, or something like that. And even on the open here, we still had $2,500. That was the one stock we had that was looking real good. But look at here. I mean, they just slammed it down, and when we got out here, we lost a couple $100. So we're seeing a swing here, going from 4,000 to negative a couple hundred. Big loss there. And I mean, all our positions did this, but this is another example. It's the same thing. This is an Lanet company, and we weren't holding that much profits here, a couple $1,000, and then it did go negative on Friday. But again, if we just gotten out here, we would have been fine with it. As it is, where we got out down here, we lost $4,000 in Lanet. And this pattern was repeated in virtually every position we had. Just a terrible day. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow doing it again. Tomorrow can't be as bad as today. That's all I can say. Tomorrow can't be as bad as today. So I'll see you tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off.